have to talk about what ColourPop just dropped on us over the last 24 hours in today's video. Let's go. Hello everybody, welcome back to Ochibawolf Collection. For my wonderful subscribers. If you guys happen to be brand new here, my name is Brooke. I'm a huge Sailor Moon fan. That is an understatement. I have an entire room of Sailor Moon collectibles that I unbox, review right here on this channel. So if that's of interest to you guys out there, if you're watching for the first time, make sure you slam that subscribe button and join our growing pack on YouTube. I can't believe it. We finally got an announcement from ColourPop, straight from them, that we are getting a second Sailor Moon collaboration. It blew up the internet yesterday, I believe. Oh my gosh, time is moving so fast. I've been working on not only updating Sailor Moon Fan Network, but also, you know, my Twitter. Yes, I'm still calling it Twitter, and Instagram, all those places. Oh, even Facebook. Don't want to forget Facebook. I also have a Facebook page. So things are moving really fast here as far as the news for Sailor Moon that we continuously update. It's really exciting. I'm really excited. Today is the day that they dropped a plethora of information, including the product lineups, the release dates, and times for their second Sailor Moon collaboration. We're going to talk all about that and also reminisce about their very first collaboration back in 2020. Before we dive into all of the new details about Sailor Moon's second collaboration with ColourPop, let's go back 3 years and kind of talk about that launch. How many of you here, please let me know down there in the comments, have been subscribed to this channel since 2020? I've got to know, because I did a ColourPop video back in 2020, 3 years ago, you guys. 3 years. I know I keep, like, you know, pausing to say, you know, the years that have passed, but like, it's so wild to me that that was 3 years ago. Watching this is giving me anxiety. Look how far I've come! Look at me! That's 32-year-old me. Was I 32? I've grown so much, not only as a content creator and feeling more comfortable in front of the camera, but also in my makeup skills as well. So I am way more excited for this second Sailor Moon collaboration than I was for the first. That is saying something huge, because I was really excited for the USA's very first adult makeup collaboration collection for Sailor Moon back in 2020. Back then, if you would ask me, I'm like, I'm beyond excited. However, I was a little hesitant because I was not that great at makeup back then. And I'm going to show you guys some shots of that video that I did in 2020. That was a year after I started this YouTube channel. You know, I was still really new into creating long form YouTube content and learning how to edit. And you could tell I was pretty nervous in a lot of aspects. But I love that that video is there. It really shows the growth. That's 3 years ago. And that was my makeup skills back then. I was very nervous about doing a makeup video for the Sailor Moon collection because I am a Sailor Moon account. I'm not a makeup account. And I was really worried that, you know, the makeup enthusiasts, the makeup professionals, the makeup community in general wouldn't support that video because it was an amateur's video on experimenting and exploring the Sailor Moon ColourPop collection. I don't know exactly what kind of feedback I would have got from that video, because that was back when there was a whole YouTube thing going around. If your thumbnail looked like it was for kids, they were gonna market your video as for kids. And that's exactly what happened to that video. I was unable to appeal it. I was unable to fight it. YouTube made the final decision. It's marked for as kids. Just a makeup video. No, makeup's not for kids. I find it very strange that, you know, YouTube even marked it for kids. I feel like they didn't even look at it. It was some sort of, like, I don't know, AI system back then, just saying, oh yeah, the thumbnail looks like it's a My Little Pony or something. Let's mark this for kids. I feel like that's what happened with that video, and not a real person even took the time to look at that video. I don't know what the makeup community or people who are better than at makeup than I even thought of that video, because it was marked for kids. YouTube turned off the comments. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing for that video. I don't know if anybody would have left nasty comments on my makeup skills back then. You know, the internet, there's, you know, some trolls, there's some people who just want to be mean. As much as I absolutely am aware of how the internet is now, I'm still a little sensitive, especially things that I knew I wasn't that great at. I think I put in that video, this is not a tutorial. I am not a professional makeup artist. You know, I'm just a Sailor Moon fan that are playing with these makeup products and having fun. I know a lot of you guys out there did the same. Like, a lot of you guys were in the same boat note that I was back then. Just a Sailor Moon fan who was really excited to see a major makeup company in the United States actually collab with Sailor Moon. As you guys know out there, my Sailor Moon fans, my Sailor Moon friends, Sailor Moon is often the underdog. It's treated as the underdog with a lot of brands. They do different brands and different franchises, different animes a lot better in a more serious way than they do Sailor Moon. That's exactly kind of what a lot of us thought back when ColourPop did the Sailor Moon collection. We thought that they were kind of testing the waters at first. It sold out like immediately. It left a lot of people upset, if you guys can remember back then. And if you are brand new to Sailor Moon, I know you guys are out there too. There's brand new Sailor Moon fans in this community. We welcome you guys all. In 2020, ColourPop announced that they were going to be collabing with Sailor Moon, and then it's just like kind of like now, you know, they announced it and then they got the release dates out, when it was going to drop online, and all of those details. So Sailor Moon fans and people who wanted to try out the makeup were ready for the online drop on ColourPop's website, and Sailor Moon fans and makeup enthusiasts crashed the site. It was amazing. I'm gonna say amazing. I was very upset at the time, and I know a lot of people were as well, but I want to say amazing because we really showed ColourPop that we're serious about Sailor Moon, and they should have stocked more product right at the launch. So in that aspect, I was really happy. You know, Sailor Moon fans really, you know, bought them out, and we showed them that, you know, Sailor Moon is popular and we're here to buy it. But on the flip side, me included, I was not able to get anything initially on the first online drop from ColourPop. Since the site was overloaded, there was a lot of traffic, it sold out literally in minutes, and I wasn't able to get anything. I had kind of crappier internet back then. For those of you guys who don't know, I live in the country, and at the time we had very slow internet speeds, and that was like the only option we had back then 3 years ago. Man, we've come a long way there too. I now have faster speeds. My internet just wasn't fast enough to keep up, even though I was ready 10 minutes before, you know, the launch at 10 a.m. Pacific time. But I didn't take it as like, I didn't go anywhere and, you know, like scream at ColourPop. There was a lot of people who were very upset. You know, they were very outspoken, you know, and understandably so. ColourPop really did kind of drop the ball. They didn't anticipate, you know, how big of a launch it would be. I didn't go do that. I didn't spread any negativity out into the world. Eventually, and I'm very, very happy ColourPop did this, they continuously restocked. They even told people, you know, hey, we didn't anticipate this, we will restock. The first restock, I believe, took a little bit, but after that, you guys, they have been continuously restocking the first Sailor Moon ColourPop collection even up till today. I just checked their site today. They still have the first Sailor Moon ColourPop collection. I think only like one product is out of stock. It gave people, Sailor Moon fans and everybody who wanted to try out the collection, years to buy it and try it. So I really want to thank ColourPop for that. Thank you so much for restocking for people who maybe they couldn't buy it at the time, you know, because they're low on funds or whatever's going on in their life. They had years to maybe buy a product here and there, whichever ones they wanted to try. Super happy that ColourPop did that. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that. I know most of you guys agree. You're so happy that they continuously restocked, because they could have, you know, not even restocked. They could have said, yep, that was it, we're doing this limited launch, but they didn't. They continuously restocked. So happy that ColourPop did that. Since it was 3 years ago, I had to go back and watch my first ColourPop makeup video. If you guys want to watch it and see, like, you know, how far I've come, please go back and check it out if you want to. The thing is, I kind of explained everything in that video, and I found it super helpful. Like, I told about, you know, when they announced it, when they dropped it online, when it even dropped at Ulta. So ColourPop usually works with Ulta and will drop the collection in store at Ulta, and they did that, I believe, March 15th. I have my little sheet here, March 15th. So initially they announced the ColourPop collection on February 18th, 2020. They dropped it on the 20th, on February 20th, 2020, and then on March 15th, they said that they were going to release the collection at Ulta, but something happened. I don't know if you guys were around then. If you were, I got notified by a follower of mine a couple of days before the 15th that they went to their Ulta store and the Sailor Moon collection was already out on the floor. It wasn't supposed to go on the floor until the 15th. So I was like, oh, I better go check mine. I went and I checked mine, and sure enough, they had the display out, and only like the shadow palette and the lipsticks were in stock. Everything else sold, like, you know, the blushes, the really popular glitters. Those glitters were like the main thing of the previous collection, and I was really shocked. You know, they didn't, abide by any of the actual launch dates. So I missed out on getting the products at that particular Ulta, but I ended up going to several Ultas that day to grab the rest of the collection. So I was able to complete my collection at an Ulta store in March, since they hadn't restocked online at that time. So I was really happy I was able to, get what I could then. But I'm wondering what they're gonna do with this new launch, and that's kind of why I wanted to mention it. Are they gonna abide by the release dates that they have officially said? As of filming this video, we have the launch date and times. For ColourPop's website, they are going to drop the collection online on September 28th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. At Ulta on October 1st, 2023. So the reason why I told you guys about how, in 2020 Ulta put it out early, I'm wondering if they might put it out early now. It might not hurt if you guys are just, driving home from work, or, out close to an Ulta. Pop in your Ulta, maybe talk to an employee, see if they have it, see if they can sell it early. Sometimes they can, and sometimes they can't. It just all depends on, certain situations. You just never know. So I just wanted to say that. Maybe start checking your Ultas now so you don't miss it if you want to grab it in person at Ulta store, since they did put them out early, the first collection. Now that I'm better at makeup, I am so excited to use all of their new products. Like I told you guys in the beginning of this video, how I feel like I'm more excited for this collaboration now than I was back then, even though I promise you guys in 2020 I was just as excited. But things are different now for me. I am actually wearing most of the ColourPop stuff from the first collection right now on my face. All of the colors of my eyeshadow that I'm wearing today is from the first ColourPop pressed powder palette. It's all of these colors. I used a few of them. I didn't use all of them, but I did use a few. I really hope that they put a mirror on the second palette. That would have been so cool. And did you guys notice the new palette is not lenticular like this one is? The lenticularness of this palette, I think, made it really cool. Now, I did have an issue with the image that they chose. I wish it was like a lenticular version of Usagi transforming into Sailor Moon. That would have been so magical, girl, and perfect. But I really do enjoy lenticular things like this. I don't see a lot of palettes that have this feature. In fact, I do use ColourPop a lot. Adore the Winx palette. Use that one. And then I really love this one as well. I love ColourPop. I feel like their makeup is right in the middle of that affordable range, like from drugstore makeup being on one end and then professional, like expensive makeup on the other. I feel like, ColourPop is like right in the middle when it comes to pricing and affordability. It's affordable for a lot of us out there. Everything on my eyes is this palette. I want to just kind of like pop an image of how I did my makeup in the first video so you guys can see that I have improved with my blending. I've gotten a lot more confident with, playing with more pigment, more color, versus I was very hesitant in that first video in 2020. I also didn't know how to use these very well. I did not know how to apply a primer, for instance. You definitely have to apply a primer for your lips, at least on my lips. I feel like if I don't apply a primer, they don't last as long. So I am wearing a primer. I love the MAC Prep and Prime, by the way. I am using the blotted lip, which I just kind of dab, blot it out. That's why they call it a blotted lip. Blot that out, and then I put this gloss on top. And the one that I used is, does it say the color on there? Yeah, I've got Bunhead, and I have Sailor Moon Gloss. They actually just named this one Sailor Moon. So those are the two colors I'm using. I also put a little tiny bit of the Cat's Eye Luna blush on today, and I also love the lenticular on the blushes as well. By the way, they've changed up some of the products. We're not getting the exact things as we did the first collab. So let's go ahead and kind of talk about some of those. We definitely are getting a shadow palette. They're gonna have 12 shades of celestial neutrals, pretty pinks, bright pops of color in matte, metallic, a matte sparkle, pearlescent glitter, and duo chrome finishes. And then we're also going to get Celestial Powers and Heroines Ultra Lip Duos, and there's going to be 2 sets available for $18 each. And you guys, I will have a blog post down below that you can click for up-to-date information as ColourPop releases it, because as of this video, information could change. And I'm just, looking at Sailor Moon Fan Network through my backup phone here. So I will have that blog post down there that I'm reading from for you guys to check it and stay up to date. We will continuously update that announcement post until the 28th when they drop the collection with, all the photos of everything. Then we'll make make a new post with all the links and everything. Thank you guys so much for supporting our SailorMoonFanNetwork.com Sailor Moon news site. The lip colors look interesting this time. I mean, all of the colors kind of look interesting this time. Like looking at the shadows, looking at the lips, it's all kind of, I don't know, they kind of remind me of Sailor Neptune colors and the Outer Guardians as I look at these colors. So it's interesting to see that, you know, it's just the inners again on here. I know that was like a big critique from the last collaboration. A lot of people, you know, were kind of wanting like individual Guardian color themed products. That would have been cool. There is one product that is coming out that I'm kind of shook at. What is that? Let me go read that again. I'm actually watching a video that somebody I've already posted who has the collection. ColourPop works with a lot of influencers and they will send first products out to these influencers, and that's where we're seeing a lot of the products already assumingly out is through those people, and that's where I'm also looking at as well. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so yeah, this product I'm really interested to experiment and try. It's called the So Dewy Face and Eye Gloss, and I have never used anything like this before. Let me know if you guys have. Please leave any feedback or comments below on any of these products, what your opinions are of them, even if you absolutely loathe it or if you like it. You know, we're all open. Just all I ask is please be respectful and kind, and you know, don't take away from people who are really excited for this. We try to stay a positive community here, but it is definitely okay to dislike something and wish it was better. If you guys do dislike something, let us know what ColourPop could have done to have made it better to where you would like it better. But that So Dewy Face and Eye Gloss, it says power up with our duo chrome face gloss that shifts from a dreamy purple to a cosmic green. I can't wait to like read more about that and how you use it, how you apply it. That's something I haven't used, like I said, so that's gonna be fun to experiment with. Instead of blushes this time, it looks like we get Luna and Artemis highlighters, and the color choice is interesting for those too. Yeah, one is like a kind of like a translucent, like glittery color, and then the other one is like a violety purple. Really interested to see how to use those two. I'm kind of happy that, you know, they've kind of switched up some products, and also I think we're getting liners too, you guys. Yes! We are getting BFF cream gel liners, fight smudges and smears with our creamy gel liner that's super pigmented for looks that last. I'm really excited that we're getting those. That is like a brand new product that we did not get last collaboration, along with that So Dewy Face thing, which it's kind of like those glitters. The glitters, the glitterly thing, I can't remember the name of it, that you could use on your face and your hair. I ended up putting it in my hair in that video. Those were interesting. Those were really interesting. The bottles were really beautiful too, and that's something that I am looking forward to with this collaboration. They usually do really good as far as the packaging goes, like not the box packaging, but I mean like with the Glitterly Obsessed, that's what they were called, glitters. I thought it was so beautiful. They had the outline of the transformation brooch on the top, and it was so beautiful and translucent and iridescent. Oh, it's got the Crystal Star Compact on the So Dewy Face thing, so it does look like we're transitioning into season 2. Just now noticed that, you know how a lot of people were saying, hey, we want, you know, some Outer Sailor Guardian stuff. We want other seasons, other things, maybe villains. But it looks like, as a lot of collabs do, they're going in order, and then they're just gonna stop at the season that we wish that they did and just be like, oh, we're done now with Sailor Moon. That's how it always happens. I know I'm just dropping some heavy stuff on you today, but let's talk about the packaging. It does look pretty basic, and that was a big complaint about collab number 1 with ColourPop. A lot of people thought, compared to their other collaborations with other brands, it was very basic, it was very plain, and in a lot of ways I agree. But the thing is, I'm really used to this. I've been a Sailor Moon fan a long time. I've been here for the reboot in merchandise and all the new merchandise that's coming out, especially in the United States. It seems, now I can't confirm this because, you know, I'm not deep into, you know, all the how the companies work with Toei Animation and Kodansha and all of that. It seems like they must be sent a certain amount of graphics, and this is all we have. Use your own graphic designers, but you're only allowed to do this and that with this and that, all the images that they provide. So I feel like it's not the company's fault per se, but maybe Toei Animation. I have heard from companies that Toei Animation is one of the worst companies to work with as far as how strict they are. That could be why that this is happening. Now I get it, you know, you guys, you know, wish this could be a different way, and I do too. But the thing is, for me, I always feel like I find something that I like in most things. There are a lot of things in North America, especially when it comes to clothing and t-shirts and jewelry, I absolutely don't buy just because I don't like it, or it's not my style, or it's not my thing. With those things, I just don't buy it and support it. So that's where I, you know, draw the line and where I vote with my money on what I want and what I don't want. as a Sailor Moon fan and collector, and that's how I am as well with all products. So like with this ColourPop stuff, I absolutely think I'm gonna buy the entire collection. Do I think they could have done a better job as far as the packaging? I'm okay with it. It looks like that they have a raised or an embossed, an iridescent silverish lining on a lot of these. They also incorporate the guardian symbols in that kind of way, and I like it. I really do. I don't really have any harsh critiques other than I think this is on Toei Animation side, to be honest with you guys. I don't think it's ColourPop. I think these products are really nice. In fact, if you look, and I'm just now noticing this, it doesn't look like it has a mirror on the inside of the palette, but it looks like there's an image on the eyeshadow palette, so that's cool. What I was gonna say is I'm noticing on the sides of the boxes of these items, we have scenes from the 90s anime, and I think that's cool. That's gonna be real nostalgic for a lot of us. I'm excited. Like I said, I will buy all the products. With that being said, I want to know your guys' honest opinions and thoughts. Remember, please be respectful and kind. You can always give constructive criticism in a way that is nice. That's what I expect and want on this channel, because I want everybody to feel comfortable here. But let us know your thoughts. Are you going to buy anything from the collection? Let us know what your must-haves are and what you may skip on. I'm really curious about that So Dewy gel thing. Has anybody used that? Let me know, because I want to know what I am in store for, because I haven't used a product like that before, so it's gonna be like the first time for me using that. Can't wait to experiment and play around with that. Let's have some fun discussions about the second Sailor Moon ColourPop collaboration. I am really excited. Above all, I am so excited. As I said in this video, I'm a lot better at makeup now. I mean, you guys can just tell I'm experimenting more. I'm becoming more confident. In 2020, I was absolutely not confident. I was just sticking with what I knew. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do the basics of the basics. I'm not gonna get wild, even though I said I got wild. I really did play it safe. I feel like what I should have done was, you know, really research on how to apply makeup. The difference is I have a routine now. I have a skincare routine. That's another thing I learned over the last 3 years. And honestly, a lot of this credit goes to meeting the wonderful Lonnie, which is one of my best friends. She was actually featured here on the channel, and she has become one of my best friends over the last year. And she's actually a makeup professional. She worked at MAC for over 7 years and has taught me a lot of makeup application tips, and I've really learned and listened to what she had to tell me on moisturizing, serums, you know, to help my aging face. You guys, I'm 35 years old, I know. And just, you know, makeup application techniques. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna tell you, I'm absolutely gonna do videos for the Sailor Moon ColourPop collection. I think I'm gonna do 2. Initially, when it first drops, I'm hoping I can get it. Fingers crossed, you guys, that I can get one of the first drops in case it sells out initially for a little bit. And then I'll have a second chance to grab it at Ulta on the 1st. If I can get that in time, I will try to do like a quick video, a quick makeup look, maybe even a tutorial on how I'm doing it. I feel comfortable enough that to where I could do a makeup tutorial. If you guys follow me on my Instagram stories, you guys have kind of been there for my makeup journey over the, you know, few years that I've been learning. You guys have told me, you're getting a lot better. What's your trick? Can you do a get ready with me video? Can you recommend products, this and that? And, you know, I've told a lot of you guys, you know, I still don't consider myself very good at makeup. I'm still learning. I'm not a professional, but I can definitely share what I learn and what I know. And I also wanted to do this video today, not only talking about the products that are releasing, but I also wanted to take this opportunity to encourage you guys, the people who have reached out to me through replies to my makeup stories on Instagram, or people who maybe just watch and sit back and just have these thoughts in their head. If you are not where you are with your makeup skills and technique now, and you know, you're nervous, but you want to play with these Sailor Moon makeup products, please, I encourage you to do it. I promise you, you will get better. Just keep practicing. I hope I am a great example of how much improvement you can do. I know it's like a pretty big gap. I've got 3 years in between my 2020 ColourPop video to today, but if you guys just keep at it and watch more YouTube videos of makeup professionals, makeup artists, listen to what they say on application methods, you guys will get better and better and better. I do makeup probably a few times a week. I would say up to like 3 or 4 times a week. I don't wear a full face of makeup every day, just depends on, you know, what I'm doing that day. On the weekends, I usually always do makeup week by week by week by week, you know, by listening to my best friend Lonnie, by watching other makeup accounts and makeup tutorials and searching those makeup hashtags, you know, and learning what products to use, what products to kind of avoid. I've gotten better, and I know you guys can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it. I want to encourage you guys, everybody watching my channel, if you're, you know, in that position that I was in 2020, you know, not really good at makeup and you are nervous about doing makeup, but you also want to support Sailor Moon and buy these ColourPop products and try them. I want everybody to. I want everybody to. So I hope that this video somehow can encourage you guys to join in on the fun, because it is fun. And if it's not fun for you, I'm so sorry. Well, let's just keep this fun and light, because the world is already crazy as it is. I am here for this. I'm here for this. I'm excited for this. I know I get kind of nervous when it comes to, like, you know, like when they launch something, because, you know, I have experienced a site crash and wasn't able to get what I wanted, and it's such a huge letdown initially, but man, you don't even remember that stuff, or, you know, years and years from now. It's so little and like not important, you know, in the grand scheme of things. So if you guys experience a site crash or you're not able to get everything right at launch, please don't get discouraged. Please don't say, you know, like, F ColourPop, I'm never gonna buy ColourPop again, this site sucks. This is what I want you to do. I want you to take a breather and say, you know what, this is awesome for Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon caused ColourPop's site to crash. If we can think back to what they did with the first collaboration, they will continuously restock, and I will have another opportunity to grab it later. And that's what I'm gonna do too. Even though I'm, like, you know, really big in the Sailor Moon community, I'm in the know just because, you know, we do a lot of research for Sailor Moon and the merchandise drops and everything. I still also experience site crashes and not being able to get what I want initially, believe it or not. So I've been in your shoes, and, you know, it's just good to just kind of sit back and don't let that stuff, you know, affect you that way. I promise you, you'll be much happier if you don't let it bother you, and you will get another chance. I know ColourPop knows what to do and what not to do from last launch. So fingers crossed everybody does get what they want sometime, maybe if it's through a restock or however you get it. You guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Just kind of, you know, getting hyped for ColourPop's second Sailor Moon collaboration. This is big for Sailor Moon, and I'm so here to support it. Let me know what you guys think of all the products, and if you haven't seen the products yet, check out our Sailor Moon Fan Network blog down there below. We have some links to ColourPop social media where they have sent out a lot of teasers. You can also check my Instagram, where I have reposted actual people and makeup artists who actually received the collection early, and so you can kind of get like a sneak peek of what everything looks like before the 28th, so you can form an opinion and give me some feedback down below. You guys know engagement is huge. If you love what I do, if you support my videos or like to support my videos, engagement is very important, which is liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing my videos. All that is completely free to you guys and really, really helps my channel grow, so I can continue to do this, continue to make videos and entertainment for you guys. And I will have makeup videos coming soon. I forgot to tell you what I was gonna do. I'm so sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm talking in circles, I realize. This video was not scripted in any way. I had a few notes, but that was about it, like for dates and stuff. But I just thought I'd come down here, talk to the camera for a little bit, and kind of just, you know, get hype with you guys. But I did realize I forgot to mention the second video that we're gonna do with my best friend Lonnie. She's really busy in October, and so am I. So we probably won't be able to get together and do a full makeup video together until November, but we really want to do that for you guys. Lonnie has taught me literally everything I know about makeup, and I feel like she has so much information to share to the world with you guys as well, and she is so kind and so patient of teaching people. I'm really happy that she said that she wanted to come back on the channel to do this makeup video with you. She's very well versed in how to apply all of these products. So we're gonna bring her back probably in November, so stay tuned for that, and we're gonna do a couple of looks. Now, her version of makeup and how she applies her own makeup and me are two different styles, and I really want to like show you guys how two different styles with the ColourPop makeup looks. Hers is like super glam and beautiful, and I may have her do a super glam look on me too. It's just when I apply makeup, I'm just, you know, that's just not my technique, that's not my thing. But I love the super glam look, and I'm always willing to let somebody else do my makeup and see how beautiful they can make me look. So look forward to that, you guys. I hope this video was fun, just to kind of, you know, get you guys excited for the launch. I have the dates right here on the screen. Don't miss it if you guys are wanting to grab anything. But remember, it's okay if you don't get it initially. I'm sure they're going to do some restocks and keep Sailor Moon fans happy. Thank you guys so much for all the support from the bottom of my heart. More videos to come. lots of things happening for me in October. I can't wait to share. I love you all. Stay awesome, stay positive, and don't forget, check me out on social media as well. Mwah!